Okay, let's try this create form. I'll try and be quick on this video. So sketch. In fact, I'll create new component. There it is. Sketch, create sketch, bottom plane. Sketch a center circle. Don't do it in the middle, do it slightly off. Stop your sketch. Extrude. Drag it up. Twist it. Press OK. Modify, fill it. The top. Just give it a small radius. And I want 3 of those in a circle. So create pattern, circular pattern, that and that. And the axis is the green one in the middle. So there I've got 3 individual pods. I won't go how to join them. I won't do that now because it takes too long. So a lot of you were asking me about putting some soft pillows on top or something like that. So what you need to do is you need to go into create form. And when you get in there, create a box and do it on top of this first one. Click on the center and then drag out a reasonable size square. Just zoom in a little bit there. Now you'll notice that this has got 4, if you like, split in half, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So it's like a 4 by 4 box. You can increase the amount of, if you like, faces on each side. All right. But for the meantime, I'm just going to leave that as a 2 by 2. Now you'll notice that when you have yours, it'll be set up as none. So there'll be no lines of symmetry. So I would like to mirror along the length and the width. So there's 2 lines. That's super useful. So I'll press OK. And then what I'll try and do now is I'll try to start to move to try and get this circular shape for the pillow, or if you like, the sort of soft padded seat that I want to use. So if I click that face, you'll notice that it automatically selects that one. And then if I hold down Shift and then click it, and what you'll notice is it also has done the opposite side. So that's super useful. So let's see what happens now if I then right click and go to edit form. So I can begin, if you like, by pulling out these so that they're a little bit bigger. If I look at my top view, just give me an idea of exactly the size that I need to pull that out. So yeah, maybe just leave it like that and then just swirl that around. And then click on this one, Shift, this one, and then pull out that one, and then just have a look from the top to see what I've got there, and then just squirrel that around, use the pen tool, and that's getting close. Now the next thing to do will be to try and make it a bit more circular because it's quite rectangular. So if I click on this one and then Shift, that little vertex edge, this is a vertex, is it an edge? Yeah, it's an edge. I've selected 2 edges either side. I can then drag out and get more of a circular shape. So I'll do that there, and then I'll just twist it. Make sure I selected the other edge. Shift on that one. And then what I'll do is I'll just have a look at my top view, and then I'll drag that one out. So I'm getting more of a pattern that I want all the way around that edge. So I'll just press home, and that little pad, if you like, sits on top of there. Now I'm not too happy with the shape, so I could start to play around a bit more individually. So click and then Shift, click, and then edit form. And again, you'll be able to find out that with these buttons, there's plenty of them here and here, let's just see what happens if I click and pull that one out. So I get more of the shape that I wanted there, like that one. So you'll have to fool around a bit as to the shape that you want it. So I'm going to click on the top, then right click, edit form, and let's just bring this shape down a little bit. There you go. And then let's click on, let's see what happens if we select that vertices in the middle and then edit form, and then let's just drag that down a little bit. So I'm creating like a little padded area like so for you to sit on. There you go. If I just switch on, right click, activate. No, can't do that in a minute. So let's have a look what I've done. So I've created this sort of padded pillow that can sit on the top there. Now can I move that into the, so it sits inside the material? So let's have a crack at selecting, in fact no, we'll do that, we'll exit finish form. So you can see it's on the top. So if we select this body, let's see if we can find that body. Yep, and then we can right click, we can move it. And let's have a look on the right hand side. Zoom in, pan down. So I want to move that so it sits inside a bit more, because then it will be located inside the concrete, if you like. There you go. So that's its new position, and I'm happy with that nice little seat. So now what I'd like to do is I'd like to replicate that 3 times. So do the same, create pattern, circular pattern, oopsie, and then go to a body, that body, axis, the middle, 3 times, automatically defaulted up. So I now got 3 of these, and then you can go into model, render, put it into an environment, put it into cool light for me, go to settings, change the angle, maybe the focal length. I can bring that more into like so, quite like that one. Maybe rotate it and then pan it and then close, and then add some materials. So you can use your other, or you can find your cloth. Go for some cloth, go for a white fabric, put that on top, put that on there, and then the bottom one, that's up to you. I'm just going to use a paint finish, go for a glossy white, and that can go on the base. 1, 2, 3, and then close. So you've got your nice padded seats, and then press play, and you should get a nice rendered image once it's finished. There you go.